Hey YouTube, Pacific TacWest here. Today we're going to take a look at the STI 2011 Edge chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson. I'm going to walk through the field stripping process, show you the disassembly and reassembly of the pistol, in addition to how the STI performed at the range. But first things first, let's do a quick safety check. So first things first, this is a target pistol, and it is one that is accurate right out of the box. It does come with a front fiber optic sight and then rear target sights. It didn't take much to get this thing zeroed in at the range, just a few clicks, but otherwise it was pretty much what I would expect from an STI pistol right out of the box. Disassembly on this one is very similar to that of any 1911. Again, the 2011 is essentially a double stack magazine built on a 1911 design, and STI did a great job with this pistol. So disassembly is pretty similar to that of a 1911 in that you got to get the slide release out first. They also do give you a tool for getting out the guide rod as well. But first thing first, go ahead and line that up there so you can push a slide through. This I've used to push through a little bit more just so I get a better grip of the slide release. Go ahead and pull that out. Push the slide forward. Set the frame right there. Now for the fun part. So we got to get this around the guide rod. So it's really just pushing this forward all the way. Smaller end goes towards the top, and the larger end goes into the bottom. Now I just cleaned this gun, so it's got some oil on it. That's why it was a bit slippery to get in there. Pull that out and push the barrel through. Cleaning, pretty simple. Put some oil on the barrel. Lube there, 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 and there. A little drop right in there. And that brings us to the reassembly process, which is this in reverse. Reassembly is a little bit easier, especially with getting this off versus getting it on. There is an aftermarket guide rod kit that basically makes so that this is toolless. So I put a link in the description below to direct you to that company. It's something I haven't gotten yet, but as you can see in terms of the struggle sometimes to get this on there, it's not a bad thing to have. Makes the disassembly and reassembly process much easier. So let's go ahead and put this thing back together. And then this should be something where it just goes in. You shouldn't have to use any force. If you do and put the slide release back in, take it apart, go back through. It should not be difficult to where you have to use a tool of any kind. Just push a bit firmly on it and it should go all the way through and lock in. So let's take a moment and see how the STI 2011 Edge performed at the range. So as I said at the beginning, right out of the box, this thing was great. I had to do a few adjustments to the target sights on it, but otherwise it pretty much was hitting almost zero right out of the box. Now this is the first STI pistol that I've owned. I did some research and I was looking for a target pistol chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson. Researching the reviews I saw directed me to STI, and this one I can say, even though chambered in a 40 Smith & Wesson, the recoil is closer to that of a 9mm. So if you are looking for a target pistol, I'd encourage you to take a look at STI. There are a few other companies out there, some that make custom. STI was just one that the research and reviews that I came across, that's how I ended up going with them. So from Pacific TacWest, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and be sure to check back for future uploads.